Welcome back, everybody. I am your everyday average investor here to help you make money in the stock and crypto market. I'm sorry for the wacky mic yesterday. I know that might have hurt your ears, so I hope today's mic is better. I fixed the quality and the volume. You guys already know the drill. If you like stocks and like crypto and like money, I added 3 today. Make sure to hit that subscribe, and I know all of you like money, although we might be losing it right now because the stock market is crashing. Okay, guys, we have a lot to cover, so roll that intro. Okay guys, today I don't have Coinbase because it's a stock day today. So I have Webull opened up here. You could get 2 free stocks valued from $8 all the way up to $1,600 with your first $100 deposit. That's insanely nice. So make sure to check that out. I'll put that in the description below. So the stock market is crashing. We are getting destroyed day after day. I have not seen my portfolio smile back at me since the stock market started crashing about 2 weeks ago. So let's take a look at why this is happening, and it's because of this dude, Jerome Powell. Look at him. He's making a big fuss out of nothing, and I hate it. So he's supposed to be talking about the labor market data, and that's why the US stocks trade lower ahead of Fed speech following timid labor market data. So they're talking about a rise in interest rates and continued weakness in the high growth sector. Literally since November, Amazon has not dipped below $3,000. Yesterday, it did. When I saw that, I almost shed a tear. Guys, if you bought Amazon in November, you watched Amazon go up $400, watched your portfolio jump $400, then watched it drop back down $400. That's trash. That's trash. That's trash. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate all of this. And the spike in interest rates, they don't mean the interest rates from the bank, because literally I did not see anything about interest rates being higher from the bank. I'm pretty sure interest rates are still extremely low, like 3%, 2%. I think what they're talking about is the bond interest rates, which are killing us. They're killing us. I hate the bond interest rates. I hate all of this. Screw the bonds. Listen, the interest rates in the bonds, that is what is screwing us over. As I said, like 2, 3, 4 days ago. Make sure to link it in the description below. But basically, how I was saying that nobody's buying the bond yields because nobody cares, because the stock market is absolutely just pumping. So everybody's like, okay, I would rather put my money in the stocks, not the bonds. But now because the bond price is dropping, the yield became more reasonable. So people are like, okay, instead of me putting my money into a stock which gives me 4% or 5%, I don't know what stock they're putting that gives them 4%, but they put a stock that gives them 4%. They're like, okay, well, it's extremely risky for me to put it in 4% stocks because stocks can just crash. They're like, all right, I would rather put it in a bond deal, which is giving me 3%, which is an insane number and shouldn't be real. Like, bonds should only be about 1.5%, as I said in my last video. So now because nobody's buying the bonds, the yield went up. So everybody's selling their positions in the stock market to put it in a very low risk bond yield, where they could just get 3% for literally absolutely doing nothing with basically very minimal to no risk. Obviously, there isn't anything that has no risk, but it's extremely minimal with no risk, instead of them putting it in a stock that could give them 6 or 7% or even just 4% that has extremely high risk. So that's why we're seeing that huge sell-off, as well as obviously the job claim, which rose to 745,000 from 736,000 from obviously last year, which I highly doubt it wasn't anywhere near this. It was probably half, but because of COVID, obviously everybody's getting unfortunately laid off. So that's why the job claim is rising, and that's not good for the economy, and that's why everybody's panic selling their stocks. And obviously the thing that rallied the highest, which was the NASDAQ, is going to crash the fastest, which was the NASDAQ. So I actually found another article saying how the NASDAQ literally sank the worst it sank in the last 6 months. So here it is. The Dow and the S&P 500 have fallen in 4 of the past 5 sessions. That's accurate. I feel like it's more, honestly. Like, they're taking account when it just goes up green by 0.01%. No, I don't want that. That's still technically falling. You could only count it not falling when it's like 1% and above, because honestly, this has just been tremendous falling and blood everywhere. And then you see the NASDAQ is coming off its biggest 2-day loss in 6 months. Yeah. Literally the last time I saw this was back in October. Something like that. That was before like the presidential election when everybody was panic selling. So honestly, this is trash. Investors are no doubt hoping to hear confronting words of the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, when he addresses the Wall Street Journal's job summit shortly after midday, which I don't think is going to be any good news because obviously the job market isn't that best so far because of COVID. So I'm scared because I don't think it's honestly going to be that big of a news. I think it's going to be trash. And I honestly predict we're going to keep dropping tomorrow. Friday. Yeah, we're probably going to keep dropping tomorrow. The only hope I kind of have is that hopefully by Wednesday of next week, everybody starts to kind of relax. The bond market starts to kind of subside and their yields start to actually drop back to normal levels. And we start to actually see some like recuperation in the stock market. Once again, as I said in my previous video, the one that I made like 2 days ago, make sure you guys watch all those videos, by the way. They build off of each other. I said that if you hold throughout the dips, you hold good stocks, you end up actually making more money than if you sold, because you have to make sure you stay in the stock market for the best days, and nobody knows what the best days are. So that's kind of something to think about. Although it's trash to see your portfolio just drop and it sucks, I mean, you can't really do anything about it. So I'm just going to keep holding. I'm going to keep looking for better stocks. I alerted my Discord. But once again, I mean, everything is just trash. Some alerts, you know what I mean, they pay off in the short term. Some you have to wait long term. Realistically speaking, a lot of stocks you do actually have to be patient for. It's patience, P-A-Y-chence. So, I mean, definitely the stock market is all about patience. Seriously, so. Something might pay off in the short term, others pay off in the long term. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and join my Discord. And I'll see you guys all